Aiysha for Green Diamond Boxing. I'm here with Shakur Stevenson. Obviously, guys, I've got a sore throat, so this is why I'm speaking like this. So apologies in advance. So Shakur, you said that you actually really enjoyed being in London recently. What is the thing that you like most about being in London?
Honestly, I came up in cold weather, so I've been living in Houston for like 4 or 5 years now. And honestly, I kind of miss the cold weather. So it kind of brings me back to like when I was growing up. And like the old school vibe. Like the city, it's kind of like old school, so I like it.
Yeah, nice. Obviously, you've said that your full name, Shakur Stevenson. You've only recently started saying that out in public and stuff, I think. Like, you haven't said it previously, have you?
No, I haven't. A lot of people don't know that I really have a Muslim name and a Muslim background. A lot of my family is Muslim. So,
were you brought up like that? Did you like to go to mosque when you were younger and learn how to pray and stuff like that? Or?
Nah, I actually wasn't even like. I mean, my father tried to teach me, but like I kind of always like. I ain't gonna say I went away from it, but I guess I just had different plans coming up, and I never really like drew to it. But, I respect like the Islam and like the Muslim culture, and I respect like the discipline and everything that comes with it. I respect.
Are you into faith?
Yes. Yeah. I'm living a higher power.
Yeah. So, so, what would you say is the most important thing in life for you?
The most important thing in life for me is family.
Yeah.
I think family is means a lot to me. I think and my daughter is going to make me realize a lot of things about life. My mother, my brothers, my sisters. Just family. Family means everything to me.
How did that change you when you became a father?
It changed me a lot. It kind of it made me realize how precious life is, and to make sure that I don't do anything dumb or stupid to mess my life up or put my life in any bad direction, because I want to be here for my daughter. And I think it makes open my eyes.
Yeah. You're the eldest of like 9 siblings, right? Have you felt the pressure to kind of look after them, to be a good role model for them?
For sure. I think that when I came up, I really had my family on my back, so it was always my duty to make sure I lead by example. I was the rock of the family, so I was the guy that was going to provide and make sure we all was in a great situation. And even though it's 9 of us, I still made sure that all 9 of us is going to be good. So, yeah.
Obviously, before the De Los Santos fight, you said that you weren't feeling 100%. You said that you went to your younger brothers and you said, look, I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm going to do this regardless. What was the lesson that you wanted them to learn in that? And do you feel like they caught that lesson?
For sure. Yeah. That was definitely, the lesson was just basically that even on your off nights, you can still get the job done. You can still come out on top. You can still become victorious, because if I would have let how I was feeling take control of my body and my mental and not come out victorious, a lot of people would look at me different. And a lot of people wouldn't even be like talking to me right now just because I would have lost and I would have probably went down the food chain. So truthfully, I just want them to know that on any given night, as long as you're mentally strong and you know that you can win, you're going to win.
Has being wealthy changed you in any way, do you think? Have you got a different perspective about money and wealth after you became wealthy?
I love this question. I love this question so much. Honestly, I see it a lot with a lot of other people. Like, I see them get money and they change and they become different people. Like, they become big headed and lose the humbleness that got you into who you are as a person. And truthfully, I think that with me, as far as like all of my peers and stuff that I see coming up, I'm one of the most humblest guys and one of the most guys that stayed grounded and didn't lose my mind when I made money. I still kept the same people that love me around me, and I'm happy for family. I think family kind of just made my point of view different than everybody else's.
You know, when we were talking about Floyd Schofield and things that he's been saying online, you said something specific. You said paranoia is a cousin of fear. And I really like that. Are you a deep thinker? And do you enjoy like deep conversations? That sounds like something very deep to me.
Yeah, I definitely am a deep thinker, and I do enjoy deep conversations. Sometimes it depends. It got to be with the right people. People that's genuine and know how to have like a deep conversation. But yeah, when I say that, I really meant that because when I said that, I said it's the paranoia of fear. And then what? A day or two later, guess what? He pulled out the fight. So it happens. Hopefully, whatever happens to him, he can come back from it. But truthfully, I see everything coming.
You're surrounded by people like Terence Bud Crawford, Andre Ward. And what I love about you and what I've seen online is that you soak up their advice. Even though you are a world champion, you never say, oh no, I know better, or things like that. Is it part of being great, you think, that you have to have this kind of student for life mentality?
Honestly, yes. I learned a lot from like Terrence. So like I used to have a mentality to where like I felt as though that if you ain't do nothing or you ain't at the highest level, I can't learn nothing from you. But Terrence kind of taught me that you can learn things from anybody. You gotta also understand that the guy on the street had an experience that put him out on the street, and he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing because of the experience that he had. But he can tell you what he did wrong, and you can learn from his situation just based off of, I probably would never even thought of that in my brain. Like I would never thought to learn from that guy. But just knowing now, like, okay, you can learn from any and everybody. Even when I get home, probably my little brothers and my little cousins may be telling me what I could have did in my fight and all of this stuff. But you can learn from anybody. Just listen sometimes, open up your ears. If it don't make sense, it don't make sense. But if it do, just take it in and do better the next time.
Who's your goat?
My goat? I have like three goats to me. Like I love Terence Crawford. I love Andre Ward. A lot of people hate Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people hate Floyd. For me, just knowing him, his heart is a lot more pure than people give him credit for. So
why do you think they hate him?
Because when you like get to the stature and the level that he got to, and the way that he had to do it, it makes people hate him. So the selfishness and like the things that you see of him talking about himself and posting, it's probably like not good or stuff for like the natural like person, but truthfully, like I understand that that's what he had to do to get to where he's at. He got to that level because he was selfish. He only thought about himself. He put himself first, and it's probably not right, but I kind of get it. I kind of understand.
I think there's other reasons as well, but I'll let you know later. So Keyshawn, your brother, yes, also a world champion in your weight division. Do you see yourself ever fighting him? Would you? No.
Nah, I don't see.
No.
I don't
so you don't want to
see
collect all the belts on your weight era then?
I used to have that like that love for like the belts and. But as I started to understand the business of boxing and understand like how dirty it is, and it's just not, it's not a cool thing. Like boxing is like a funny business to where it's like it ain't about what you know, it's about who you know. Um, Anybody can be put in the right situation. So honestly, for me now, it's like I want to make as much money as possible and feed my family as much as possible. But like the belts and the undisputed, it's just hardware at the end of the day for me. And I know it shouldn't be that way, but like for me now, as I done got older, that's what it is.
When you hear people booing in the crowd, does that put you off at all when you're fighting?
Nah,
no,
not at all. I wasn't made on this planet to be like I understand. With me being like as great as I am, and then you gotta understand too with that situation yesterday. that was a guy who took the fight in 2 days' notice. He's the underdog. Everybody loves the underdog story. So it comes with the territory. They going want him to win. Everybody wanted him to do something. And even when he got up, you hear everybody cheering, as they should. That's cool, but the moves that came, it just comes with the territory. I don't let it bother me anymore.
How do you feel about the fight yesterday? Were you happy with it? Or?
Yes, I was happy. Honestly, like if I'm being honest, like, cause I like to tell the truth in like my interviews. I don't like to like do no lies, but um, if my hands wasn't hurting, I think I would have got him out of there a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Like if I kind of hurt my hands early on, and then I had to like rest them and let them like recuperate a little bit, not feel them as much, and then step back on the gas and got him out of there. But truthfully, it was a matter of time of just me letting my hands go. I could have let my hands go in like the third or fourth round, but I had to take that time off to rejuvenate my hands again.
Wow, those body shots looked, tough. What's next for you now? What are you thinking next?
Next, I don't know. I just try to stay within the moment. You just never know what happens next. Just like with this situation, you think Kid Austin was next, but he pulls out the fight. There's been situations before. I thought Frank Martin was next before he pulls out the fight. So I'm at a point where I don't want to look too far ahead. I want to stay right there in that moment, and hopefully we get the biggest fights next.
Yeah, absolutely. Shakur, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.